Greetings to each of you on this nice sunny afternoon. In this video update, I have two important topics that I want to mention to you. First one has to do with re-enrollment for next year. So we sent home re-enrollment packets yesterday with students, and so we look forward to the opportunity of continuing to minister to many of our families next school year. And so I want to make sure that you got those re-enrollment packets. We're hoping all the kids remember to take those home and show those to you. But a couple thoughts regarding those. Keep in mind two important dates. One is that open enrollment for new families begins March 1st. So if you're able to make your decision before March 1st, that would be best to get in line early and be able to secure a spot in a particular classroom. The second update, or second date that I wanted to point out is that the early enrollment discount is valid all the way through the end of March. And so if you make your decision before March 31st, you can get a $100 discount off of the enrollment fee. But then I know one question I've had from a few people is just an update regarding staffing for next year. And so when we think about our current teachers, kindergarten all the way up through our junior high and high school, we do have Mrs. Gridley not coming back next year. Mrs. Gridley's husband is retiring from law enforcement, and she'll be moving to Texas. And so we wish them well in their retirement, and so she won't be in our area next year. Besides that, though, our current teachers are coming back. And so we also are in talks right now with a teacher who's actually coming tomorrow to visit with our school. She lives in our area and she's a member of our church and teaches locally here in Hollister at the Hollister Prep Academy. But she's considering coming here, and I think it's very promising right now. She wants to come visit us this week when her school doesn't have classes. And so I'm hoping we can make an additional staff announcement here in the near future, and then share with you a little bit more details about what her role would be should she sign with us. But we have Mrs. Butler, Miss Kate Butler, Debbie Reed, Mr. Slava, myself, Mrs. Madish, all as teachers that are coming back next year. And K through 4 all in their similar roles. I was asked about kindergarten specifically, and yes, Mrs. Butler will be teaching kindergarten next year, so we don't have a lot of major changes there. As far as the grades and how they're combined, it's very similar to what we have right now, with grades 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and 5 and 6 being combined the way they are right now in 7th and 8th. So that's just a little bit of a staff update, but I'm excited about the possibility of adding to our current teaching staff, which would, I think, strengthen us. And we, of course, we're very happy to have Slava Starikov join our staff here earlier this year. And we always wish that had happened faster than it did, but we're certainly excited to have him here. And then the second topic that I wanted to mention in the video update is regarding our second half of our first major fundraiser. So each year we have 2 major fundraisers in our school. We try not to have too many fundraisers because we don't want to make you feel like we're hitting you up for fundraiser money every time we turn around. So traditionally we've had one in the fall, along about November, maybe part of October, with things coming in around the holidays. That's been the Gizdich pies and the poinsettias. And you might recall that this year we decided to try something different. And instead of doing pies and poinsettias, we are doing cookies and DeBrito apples. But we decided to break that up into 2 halves, and we did the cookies right around the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then we decided to do the DeBrito apples where they would come in right before Easter. And so we're sending out information on the DeBrito apples tomorrow, send that home, and then kids can start working on that. The dates that we need to keep in mind, again, we're sending it home tomorrow. We'll need those to be brought back by March 11th. And then the DeBrito apples will be distributed somewhere around March 28th, again, in time for Easter. And so we're hoping that our families our kids can have a goal of selling 8 apples each. DeBrito does have a minimum number required, and so shooting for 8 each will help us to meet that goal. the end of this is right near when we send out Jogathon information. Now, the Jogathon is not until late April. That's our spring fundraiser. So it's going to feel a little bit different in that the DeBrito Apples kind of fall near the Jogathon start. But we'll be sending out Jogathon information right before Easter vacation, and then then kids can be selling that for the next few weeks after that. We're sending it out before Easter because some kids sit at home, they're bored, they don't have anything to do, and they can actually work a little bit on filling out those Jogathon forms while they're at home over Easter. But the Jogathon itself is, again, late April. So the money for these, of course, are going to our restroom remodel project. It's kind of looking over there right now at the restroom building and looking forward to being able to remodel that for our school. And so we're working towards that end. The DeBrito Apple information that we send home tomorrow, I'd like to work on sending you an electronic scan of the inside of the folder that you'll get. It shows all the different Apple options. I got to thinking about it a little bit myself, and I have some neighbors that I was thinking of sending it to. Just saying, hey, our school is going to be having a Jogathon. There I go with Jogathon again. Well, let's say the DeBrito Apples, and just letting them know, would you be interested in getting some of those? And being able to send them pictures of that by email, since I have out where we live, there's a group of us that are part of a water association that I would like to send it to, and it would be much easier to send it electronically. So I'm planning on scanning that and make that available for you guys as well. But the actual order form is being sent home with that information tomorrow, and then those just need to be returned on March 11th. So look forward to working with you to raise these funds. In fact, I'm thinking about what's right behind me there, and that playground equipment that's immediately behind me was raised by fundraiser monies a few years back. And so some of these projects have been really nice for the kids, and I think a remodeled restroom would be really nice. We've ID'd that as one of the top things that we would like to see upgraded around here. And so we again look forward to that. So thank you for your support on this fundraiser and just in general. And if you're able to come to our next PTF meeting, look forward to seeing you there as well if you're able to come to that. And we hope that you have a good weekend and take care, and pray the Lord's blessing on you as we look forward to continue working with you to train up your children in a Christian education setting. All right. God bless. Bye.